interesting diseases. That's what I wanted to build my character, basically. So now, why choose UTS though? Let's talk about the university in general. So we're located in the middle of CBD. Lots of really popular restaurants, lots of stores, even like between classes, it's very convenient to just pop in, have a meal, have a little shop during classes. Also, our setup is a bit unique because a lot of universities have a set campus where this area is their university and then outside is, you know, something else. But for us, all of our different buildings are slotted within the CBD, so it doesn't actually feel, it gives a more unique flavour compared to other unis. Also, we're well equipped, so each of our buildings all have a kitchen bay on either every level or every second level. So especially if you're a student on a budget and you bring lunch boxes to school, you can always quickly reheat the food. Study right next door, we have so many tables. Even on this level, you can see there's lots of table study areas. Very, very friendly. With the student support that Fiona was talking about before, some of the really useful ones that I find are free legal services, free counselling services, and also free workshops that can help you. So for international students in particular, I found that a lot of my international friends, I'm local here, but I've heard from their personal experiences that if they're struggling with English, for example, if it's not their first language, the facilitators actually put you into classes and teach you the main key words that you need for your career to help you when you actually enter the workforce. So it's actually a good peace of mind to know that you have that sort of assistance. We also have pop-in centres as well. So every time you're struggling with an assignment, or if you think you don't have as much confidence with some sort of skill, you can pop in at any time, no bookings required, and there will always be someone standby to help you and guide you. So now specifically for nursing, like Fiona was saying before, even in first year, we are placed into actual hospitals to work with other nurses as well. In my personal experience, it's actually very, very helpful to be popped into the real workforce from day one, because when you choose a career, when you choose a uni degree, you're never really sure if it's something that you want to do for the rest of your life. And so to be able to get a little taster of it from the very beginning is really, really good. So first placement I received, although we didn't do too many technical things, just because I was 6 weeks in, I was able to really, really understand the environment, what sort of things I'll be doing on a daily basis as a nurse. And so for sure, if any of your students from your relative countries come over, they will be able to experience that as well and really get a gist of it in the first year. Talking about labs, we're actually in one right now. A lot of the format is similar to this. Usually we have a control room at the back as well, but because all of the other labs have been taken because of busy teaching period, I'll be showing you a video and that will be a good visualization of it. After the video, I'll run you through all of the bedsides and mannequins, and yeah, we'll follow from there. So, are there any questions?
Yeah, what's the behavioral lab where you can make $25 an hour?
I've actually signed up to that one. Okay. So that one's more so for UTS health, and so you book in for an appointment. I haven't done it personally yet, but from the email that I received, you go in, you get like a $10 shot fee, and then they ask you questions, and depending on how you respond, that's where you get extra remuneration, basically. But it's for research purposes. Yeah. Any other questions at all?
In terms of the clinical placement,
yes.
How to allocate the to student?
How to place the students?
Yes.
So what I know is CPU, the little window that you guys saw when you were waiting outside for all of us.
Yes.
That is a unit that's specific for placing all of the students or the cohort into relative hospitals. what I'm aware of is they look at your address and they hopefully place you as close as possible to your home so you don't actually have to commute. It's a Monday to Friday full-time position, so you know, student convenience is most important. And then obviously if you aren't able to be placed close to your home, the CPU also gives you an option to swap with other students. So we have a Facebook group, and whoever's unhappy with their placement, they can post, you know, is anyone looking to swap for this, and then, you know, if two students are able to arrange, then CPU is very, very flexible. They're able to accommodate for that.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Any other questions at all in terms of experience? Students? So UTS has actually put a lot of funding and focused on making sure that all of our classrooms mimic and look exactly like the hospital. So all of these oxygen, all of that, they work. They're real. So if you see, all of these work. We've got the gloves. This looks exactly like the New South Wales hospitals, and also hospital bed. These ones you can all move up, move down. Very, very real. Another good focus that we have in our classroom labs is that we all have one of these mannequins to practice on. These ones are very, very high tech. You can check their blood pressure. You can do their pulse. You'll actually feel it, so students will actually have proper practice. Some of these can actually sweat, so you'll see that there will be sweat droplets coming out when you actually set it properly. You can hear heartbeat. You can hear the chest rising up and down. So, you know, students are really, really equipped in assessing a patient. So when they go into the hospital, they actually know, like, okay, I've done this before. Also, some of these mannequins also speak. Because this lab doesn't have a control room, we won't be able to get the mannequin to speak, but usually we have a little section in the lab, and then there are computers behind it, and if you type in and change the setting, then you can actually control the mannequin from there. That helps with the learning experience as well, because then when students are here practicing, it will actually mimic like a real life patient experience, you know, patient to nurse experience. If everyone looks over there, you'll see a little TV screen. We have that behind the beds of a lot of the lab rooms, and the purpose of that is when all the students are gathered around, like you guys are, and when the teacher is standing here, we'll say, so I'll get everyone to look back here. So if I say if the TV is behind me and I'm the teacher and you guys are the students, then the teacher will be able to play a video, for example, explain what the relevant skills, and all the students will be able to watch from the video and also learn accordingly. So apart from this, we also have in between each of the lab rooms, we have like a stock room basically. So I'll just get you guys to move over and I'll show you guys that as well. So even this area is made to look exactly like the hospital as well. So if, has anyone visited a New South Wales hospital in Australia, Sydney yet? Yeah, looks exactly like this. All of the sinks, the setup, the material is exactly the same. We have the same tubs here as well. So each of these have needles, syringes, alcohol wipes. All of the supplies are exactly the same as hospital, so that when, and even the safe to put in medication, all of this is exactly the same as the hospital. So, actually next door we have a class running. I won't be able to open it just because it might disturb, but you can have a little here. The teacher's actually showing all the students everything. Does anyone have any questions at the moment? So you can see that they're all teaching at the moment. So sorry guys, just if it's best not to take photos of the students.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry about that, just privacy issues. Just this way. kitchen, microwave, fridge. Every building has it. Not only this one, we've got one downstairs in the next building. Yeah. And then this room over here, I'll let you guys walk past in a second, but that's the practice lab I was talking about. So students right now, they're practicing their skills. They're not in class, they're just practicing what they're not confident of. Yeah.